So, good morning. What we're going to do is we will show you how the class will be look like so that you can somehow understand or adapt few of the techniques, and also of course you can check YouTube how to do classes on your own. But the idea is to make sure that the class is unique, interactive, fun, and informative. We don't want like a robotic style. So if ever, hopefully, we'll get a participant, what we wanted to do is we're gonna arrange the table, and then on that table, of course, you need to showcase all the coffee beans and retail product that we have as a display only on the side, and then the rest is the accessories for the class. So Fahad will somehow show you how to do it and how to say. Maybe you can get some details from him as information, what is the coffee, or how to do what is the vessel, why it's called V60 because it's 60 degrees. So things like that you can also inform the customer to become informative. So let's start.
So since it's a coffee day class, you cannot just go to coffee day. You can say it's mastering the brew or something interesting. For example, I decided to say mastering manual brew, simple and on the nose. So, for example, now we have our. Of course, I'll share it in the group as I did before. But we are going to talk about pour over coffee, which is exactly what we'll be doing today. Pour over simply means you're going to hold your kettle and pour over. I see. Alright, so today we'll have the introduction to manual brew and we'll highlight the popularity, how to do it, why we do it. So it's an interesting fact because you get to control all the variables when it comes to this. So we have pour over coffee, we have symphony, we have aeropress, we have chemics. All these are types of manual brew you can make. Now today we'll be focusing on two of those ones, which will be the V60 and the chemics. So the V60 and the chemics are different, not only in grind size, but on the brewing method, the time and the type of filters. So for example, this is a chemics filter pepper, and this is a V60 filter pepper. Now, V60 is at a 60-degree angle, and it's a cone-shaped one. That's why we call it V60, as simple as that. So when we do this, this is as simple as opening our filter pepper, and we'll fix it in. That's all you have to do. Then when it comes to the interesting part is when you do a chemics, you'll have to fold a filter pepper, which is in simple ways. You fold it once. You have to make sure this is on the out. It holds the pepper together. So we'll fold it once as well. Okay, so this is a cone within a cone, which we do one more time to make it proper. Is we'll cover it on the end. You need this one to be on the inside. Most people make this mistake of leaving it outside. When you leave it outside, it will just hang, it will do nothing, it will be useless. But when you fold it on the inside, it holds our pepper together. So we'll do our cone shape, and that is how it is. So when you decide on which side to use, you go on the inner side where it's not, so you see it will disappear. That's very important. When you put it on the other side, as you can check, it's only open, but this is holding it here. So the idea is you don't want coffee grounds in your coffee, so you use the side it's not. And the difference with the filter peppers when it comes to V60 and the chemics is this is a lighter pepper, as you can see, and this is a hard pepper. So the filters have difference in density, which means as we go on, we are going to discuss why there is a difference. So the difference is basically when you're brewing, we'll use a finer grind here. And the grinder here, when you grind your beans, this is called a medium coarse grind, which combines fine ground coffee and coarse coffee, which means the difference between the coarse and the fine is salt and powder. The type of beans we use, the grind size is a mixture of a fine coffee ground, which is taken as a powder, with a coarse coffee ground that is sugar or that is salt. That's the same. So those are two things combined in one, creating a medium coarse. So when we go to the filter pepper, why this one is more dense is because we'll use a more coarse grind, which looks similar to salt. So why it's thicker is because you have to compensate for the coarse grind you have by making this filter paper more dense. So we'll open up to questions about this in our next one. So we'll talk about the beans we'll be using today in our class, which the beans will be supernatural. They are very nice beans, the Ethiopian beans. They have a stone, they have berries and a stony finish, which means when you drink them, they have to overwhelm your taste and your senses. As I'm saying, see, it's fruity and it has a big body. So when you drink it, it has a big finish. It has a big feel to your mouth, which makes it an ideal coffee for both the pour over methods we are going to use today. And these are all imported from Germany, which we do import ourselves. So today, as a participant in the class, there is a 20% discount on beans. So once you would like, we have multiple beans which all are nice and have different tasting points, but all of them are tailored for pour over coffee. And not only that, if you lack the equipment that we will use today, we also have coffee bags which we import as well from Man vs Machine, and this is one of them. We have Brazil and we have Ethiopian. Both of them are tailored to this. So all you'll have to do to coffee like this, we have an instruction on the back of these bags, which you can follow in just 4 different steps. You'll be able to have a delicious coffee in the morning with very nice notes and very well roasted and profiled for pour over coffee. So as well as this one, it will be also a 20% discount. If you fancy to get one of these, which I would advise more, you just put it over your mug, pour over your hot water, and in just a few minutes, 3 minutes to be precise, you'll have your coffee. Alright, so as we've talked about this one, that requires only your cup at home, any mug can do. So we'll talk, when you have such beans, we'll use